In our practice today, I'll show you some modifications to add a little bit more to your practice so you can build up some strength, like modifications to go from modified plank to full plank, things like that, just to work a little bit on our core strength. And remembering that we're working towards that crow pose, and so we'll add those poses in that will help us build strength to do crow. So let's start seated on the mat, legs crossed, as long as that is comfortable for you. Wrists resting on your knees, eyes closed. And let's begin by breathing in and out through the nose. Let the lungs fill with air. And then completely breathe out all of that air. And then fill them again with fresh air. So exhale as we drop our chin to our chest. And let's roll the head from side to side. Remembering, if you find that spot that needs a little extra attention, just hang out there. Let's roll your head to the right. So the right ear rests above the right shoulder. And then roll your head through the center and to the left. Left ear reaching for the left shoulder. Rolling your head back through the center. Inhaling out, dropping your head back, lifting your face to the sky. And inhaling up. Remembering in your practice today to let go of all competition, all expectations, and all judgment. Let's honor ourselves, each other, and our God. Opening the eyes, dropping the hands to the earth. Inhale on the way up. And let's exhale on the way down. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders on top of the hips. Warming up those shoulders. Remember, as you use large muscle groups, you may have to breathe in and out through your mouth. Try to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth when that happens. Let's take that right hand. Walk the right hand out. Inhale, left arm over. Reach. Keep that left sits bone on the earth and that left shoulder on top of the right. Push off the earth with the right hand, cartwheel over. And inhaling up. Intertwining the fingers, rounding the back. Pull the belly button into the backbone, puffing out between the shoulder blades. And then flipping the hands, sitting up nice and tall. Bending the fingers back, stretching out the palms of your hands. One more time, round. And then flip. I think I just ate a bug. And release. Clasping the hands behind the back and lift up. And release. One more time, lift up. And release. All right, on your hands and knees. Shoulders over your wrists, fingers spread wide. Hips over your knees, tops of your feet resting on the mat. Drop the head and the tail, rounding the back, puffing out between those shoulder blades for cat. And then dropping the belly, lifting the head and the tail for cow. Exhale for cat. And inhale for cow. Move back into your neutral spine. Curl that right toe under, slide the right foot back, and push through that right heel. Move the weight back into the hands and that left knee. Let's lift the right leg, level hips, pull the belly in, and exhale down. Curl the left toes under, slide through, push through that left heel. And lift the left leg, level hips, And exhale down, a little spinal balance. Left arm, right leg. Remember, if this is too much, just do arms or just do legs. And exhale down, right arm, left leg. And exhale down. So as we flow through this, I'll show you a few modifications. So if you'd like to add a little more, let's do one more, right arm, left leg. So you can listen or you can take a moment and watch. So we're going to do the left arm and the right leg, so you can hang out here. You can rotate that leg off to the right and then back to center and down. Let's try the other side. Rotate, back to the center and down. One more time. Rotate, back to the center and down. If that's too much, just hang out in that spinal balance. Exhale down. One more. Left arm, right leg. So you can bring the knee around to the elbow and extend it back and down. Other side. Bring the knee around, extend, and down. Big toes come together, knees spread wide. Sink your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. And think about those hips reaching for the heels. I know it feels really good to stretch out those shoulders and reach forward, but when we do that, we tend to rock forward with our weight in our knees, and our hips come away from our heels. Roll the head from side to side with your forehead resting on the mat. Give that neck a break. Now begin to press the palms into the earth. Feel your forearms come up off the mat. Let's walk our hands to the right corner of the mat. Left hip reaches for the left heel. And walk our hands to the left corner of the mat. Right hip reaches for the right heel. And back to the center. Inhaling up, back up onto all fours. Pull those knees back together, side plank. Right hand in the middle. We're going to kickstand that right leg out and roll over. So we have a straight line. Right hand, right knee, left foot, side plank. Push the hips forward. Extend the left arm. So you can stay here. You can lift that top leg. Now, if moving here, our goal is to be here. So a way to get here is to move this bottom leg so you have a straight line under here and you have more weight on that top foot than the bottom. Another modification. And roll back to the center. Other side. Left hand in the middle, kick the left leg out. Roll over. So remember, woo, pushing those hips forward. Right hand comes up. You can go here. You can move the angle of that leg or go unsupported. And roll back to the center. Curling the toes, lifting the tailbone, downward facing dog. Tailbone reaches for the sky. Head is framed by your arms. Now let's bend the knees, crouch down, weights back in your heels. Slowly lift that tailbone. And again, crouch. Weight in those heels. Lift that tailbone one more time. Let's crouch and lift that tailbone. Taking the hands, walking back to the feet. Forward fold. Bring the chin to the chest, let the spine get long. Inhale, halfway up for monkey. Exhale, back down. Bring the hands to the heart, bend the knees, and drop the hips for chair. Make sure your weight is in the back, not in your toes. Inhale up, standing back bend, pushing the hips forward, stretching out that belly. Exhale, back down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back down. Hands to the heart, bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale up. And sinking into your chair. Forward fold. Let's walk out into a plank. Skip that down dog. Move all the way into your plank. So here's some modifications. If you need to modify, pull the knees up. That puts the weight on the fat part of your knees. Not as much pressure on your kneecaps. So if you want to move from this plank to a full plank and you're not quite ready for this, one thing to do is to alternate. between the knees. On a straight line, booty down, booty down. That's what I tell my little running kids. All right, let's move back into our down dog. Let's put the weight back into our heels. Now you can jump forward if you like, or you can simply walk the feet. Bending the knees, inhaling up, standing back bend, and sinking into your chair. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up for monkey. Exhale back down, hand starfish, step back down dog. Dropping into your plank, drop to your knees if you need to. Lower down. Scooping up for cobra. And back into your downward facing dog. Again, bending those knees, stepping or hopping up towards the hands, forward fold. Inhaling up, standing back bend. Sinking into your chair. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale back down. Hand starfish, step or hop back into your down dog. This time let's raise the right leg high to the sky. So keep your shoulders square, but turn your hips to the right. Open up that right hip. Reach for the sky with your right foot. We're going to bring the knee through the hands, and you can give it some help if you need to. Walking up that front leg into a crescent lunge on this side. Pushing the hips forward, stretching out that hip flexor. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. The hands come down, frame that front foot. Let's drop the left knee, uncurl the toes. We're going to walk our hands up that front leg because this is one of those things I want to work on. We're going to drop the hips forward. And if you like, you can lift that back leg. As you can tell, I can't get mine very far, and that's okay. It's something I'm working on. Take a break. Try again. Left hand beside the right foot and twist. Right hand, we're going to frame that back, that front foot, curl the back toes. So now we're in a low lunge. We're going to pull that right leg through, so we're in a down dog. Drop the hips for plank, lower down, scooping up, back into your down dog. Bending the knees, stepping or hopping up towards the hands, forward fold. Inhale up, standing back bend, sinking into your chair. Slide my mat back. Other side, forward fold. Inhale up for monkey. Exhale back down, hand starfish, step back, down dog. This time we're going to lift the left leg, open the left hip, keep the shoulders square. Think about pulling that left shoulder back. Now we're going to pull that left leg through, help it if you need it, and up into our crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Hands come down on either side of that front foot. Now drop that back knee, uncurl the toes. Walk the hands up and push the hips forward. Bring that back leg up if you like. Right hand beside the left leg. Inhale up for a twist. Left hand comes down. Curl the back toe, lift the back leg. Let's pull that left leg through. Down dog. Drop into your plank. Lower down. Scooping up. And back into your downward facing dog. You're going to lift that right leg again. And bring that right leg through. We're going to spin the back foot so that the heel is on the mat and the toes are at a 45-degree angle. We're going to come up. Warrior one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Left hand windmill around. So your hips are square with the long end of your mat. Nice straight arms. Palms up, inhale up. Exhale, back down. Palms up, inhale. And exhale. One more time, palms up, inhale. And exhale. Drop that left arm, inhale, right arm up. We're gonna add triangle to our sequence this time. Cartwheel over, side angle. Remember, you can prop yourself here if you like. We're gonna take this left arm and we're gonna spin around, straighten that front leg for triangle. Try not to brace yourself on this leg. You can turn your hand over. We're gonna take this left arm windmill around, bending the front leg back into our warrior one. All right, let's do it again. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Left arm windmill around. Palms up, inhale up. Exhale, back down. Drop the left arm, inhale, right arm up and over. Cartwheel over for side angle. Left arm spins around, straighten that front leg, triangle. Cartwheel the left arm around, bending the front knee back into your warrior one. All right, one more time, left arm. Reverse cartwheel this time, warrior two. Palms up, inhale. And exhale. Drop the left arm, inhale, right arm up and over. Cartwheel over for side angle. Take this left arm windmill around, straighten that front leg, triangle. Spin that arm around, and let's come up. We're gonna turn our toes towards the front of the mat. Bring the arms up, 5-pointed star. I'm gonna pull my heels in because I'm more comfortable that way, and sink down into our moonflowers. So we wanna work towards right angles at our knees and our elbows. You can rock back and forth in this if that helps. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Tucking that tailbone under. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, back down. Inhale up. Let's bring our hands to our heart. We're going to turn our toes forward. I'm pigeon-toed, so I'm going to turn my heels out a little bit. Hands on my hips. Hinge forward. This is a straddle fold. Bring your chest as close to your thighs as you can. Close your eyes and just sink into it. Let's walk our hands across to our right foot. Then across the mat to the left foot. And back to the center. Weighting your hands, let's heel to our feet. A little closer together, bend the knees, and come up. Now step back up to the front of the mat, other side. Inhale up, standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back down. Hands starfished on the mat, step back, down dog. Daisy, you need to move, girly. And let's extend that left leg high to the sky. Open up the hips. That's not what I meant, sweetie. So let's take that left leg and bring it through. So I'm going to turn around because I'm facing the wrong way so you can't see. We're going to spin that back foot so it's at a 45-degree angle and come up into our warrior one. Hips are as square as is comfortable towards the front of the mat. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Left arm, windmill around. Warrior two. Palms up, inhale. And exhale. Palms up, inhale. And exhale. One more time, palms up, inhale. And exhale. Drop the right arm, inhale, left arm up and over. Cartwheel over for side angle. Now take that right hand, windmill around, straighten that front leg for triangle. Windmill around again, bend that front knee, warrior one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, back down. Windmill, right arm, warrior two. Palms up, inhale, and exhale. Drop the right arm, inhale, left arm up and over. Cartwheel over for side angle. Right hand, windmill around, triangle. And here we go, one more time, windmill around. Woo, warrior one. Right hand, windmill around. Palms up, inhale, and exhale. Drop the right arm, inhale, left arm up and over. Cartwheel over, side angle. Windmill that right arm, straighten the front leg, triangle. And let's sweep that arm around again. Come up, turn our toes forward. So let's heel toe our feet in just a little bit. So we're going to move into that frog stance, or somebody called it camper's pose. So we're going to hinge forward at the waist, reaching for the earth, and then drop the hips down. Using the elbows, I turn my toes out. Using the elbows to push the knees out. Keep the chest raised. Hey, sweetie. If you need a break, lift the hips. I know. And let's come back to it. Hey. And lift the hips one more time. And let's step back up to the front of the mat. Inhale up, standing back bend. Swan dive down, forward fold. Hand starfish, step back. Another modification. So we're in our plank now. To add a little bit more strength to our core is in your plank, lift your right leg. Lift your left leg. You can do the same thing when you're on your knees. You can straighten that right leg, straighten that left leg. Lower down. Let's leave our arms down by our side. And we're going to lift up for a lotus. Lift the back legs. Pretend there's a string between your head and your ankles. And relax. Lift up again. And relax. Hands underneath the shoulders, and let's push up into a cobra. Hips back. So we're up on all fours, curling those toes under, and walking our weight back onto our heels to stretch out our feet. All right, girlie, you gotta move. All right, let's walk our hands, weight back into our hands, and we're gonna bring that front knee out in front. So we're gonna work on our pigeon. So when you're in this pose, when you're in this modified crescent lunge that we do, we're going to walk that heel, that foot to the left, the right foot to the left side of our mat. Extend that back leg. So that keeps you on top of your knee. If you struggle staying on top of that knee, then try to go into it this way. So you want to work towards your shin being parallel to the front of the mat. My hips are really tight right now, and I'm just not there today, and that's okay. So we're pushing that left hip forward. You can come down on your forearms if you like, and like I said, my right hip's tight, so this is good for me right now. So let's come out of that. We're going to place the weight in both of our hands. We're going to lift up that back leg, and we're going to bring the left leg through. Drop down to that knee if you need to. We're going to walk that left foot forward, to the right and come down. So my left hip, not as tight. So my shin is closer to parallel, and I'm able to come down on my forearms. So we're going to come out of this the easy way. Bring that right leg around, and let's try boat right quick. Hands on your thighs. Remember to support yourself here, not here. If you put your hands back here, then you're not using your core. Rock back. You can stay here if you like. Work on keeping those knees together and those ankles together. Maybe pointing those toes. Do what you can. You can widen that boat. Pull it in. Take a breath. Rock back. it in. Straighten the left leg. We're going to bend the right leg, cross the right leg over. Right hand behind, use the left arm for leverage. Inhale up and exhale, twist. Slowly untwist, switch sides. Going to bend the left leg, cross it over, left hand behind, and twist. And slowly untwist. Just hang on to that left leg, or both knees. Roll back onto your back. Bring your knees into your belly. Head and shoulders off the mat, make yourself tiny. And release. Knees on top of your hips and rock side to side. Pull that belly in to push your lower back into the mat. And let's drop our knees off to the right, look to the left. You can make a T or goalpost with your arms. Inhale up, switch sides, look to the right, drop your knees to the left. And inhale up. Both feet on the mat. Let's straighten the legs. Hooking the thumbs together, bringing the arms overhead. Stretch. Pointing the toes. Flexing the feet. Unless there's a dog sitting on them. Pointing your toes again. Bringing your arms down by your side. Let your body begin to relax. Remember, if this bothers your lower back, you can bend one knee, you can bend both. Breathe in and out through your nose. Slow down your breath. And remembering as you leave your mat to open yourself to joy, trust in your faith, lift up your hopes, love yourself, and have peace in your heart. Namaste.